Italy, now, none of these guys actually are over in Italy when the baseball season is going on. They're all big leaguers. And if you watch the game last night, I'm watching it, and Caglione used to play for Florida. We saw him just hammer the SEC at the Hoover Met. They start going through he's on the Italian team because on his mother's side, his great-grandmother was in Italy and came to the U.S., or this guy was stationed in Italy. His dad
he studied abroad there for a summer.
We blindfolded him, and he found Europe on a map.
Yeah. So that's how you get to this. But Italy beats the U.S. last night. Aaron Judge tying run at the plate, strikes out at the end. The biggest takeaway from all of this is that the U.S. manager, Mark DeRosa, who was on the MLB network yesterday morning. Now, he's the skipper. He's the guy in charge on his interview with his buddies, because he's on the MLB network all the time. So we got basically a former player, sportscaster managing our team. And he, in his interview, the hot stove, he's like, we're going to take this game serious tonight. We want to win it, even though we've already punched our ticket onto the quarterfinals. So not so fast, Mark DeRosa. You lose the game, and if things fall right today, the Americans are eliminated. How embarrassing is that?
Yeah, look, I know you've got to have a tiebreaker, but when your tiebreaker is runs allowed divided by outs needed, what is the formula? If Mexico scores four or less runs?
You got it, right?
Yeah, so if Italy wins, no problem. The Americans go on because they beat Mexico. But if you're in a three-way tie, you want it to be, if you care about the Americans advancing at all, you need the Mexico team to score at least 5 runs in their win. If it's a low-scoring Mexico win today, the Americans are eliminated from this.
So we need Mexico to go ham is basically what we need.
I mean, I don't know how much this means to the Americans, but I was talking about this roster. When I saw the lineup a couple of weeks ago, I mean, it just blew me away. I mean, there were 3 teams that legitimately could win this thing, and I don't understand why the Americans would be so laissez-faire when it came to this if you knew that you were in jeopardy if you somehow lost that game, because you sat 4 starters.
But they didn't know.
That's right.
DeRosa didn't know.
Mismanaged.
But how do you not know, though?
That's the question. Yeah. But beyond that,
because I'll go ahead and tell you, please. Because you're playing a team that's got a block I. Like they just Googled, give us a letter I, and the first I that popped up, they put it on Italy's hat, and they're thinking to themselves, we're just about to boat race this team, which, the Cauchy position was minus 5.5 runs.
Well, it looked like when the Americans woke up, maybe internally in the dugout, somebody was like, hey, you understand if we lose this game, there is a path that we're eliminated. And maybe that's at the point they were like, damn.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
The best tweet I saw, to your point, they set 4 starters. The best tweet I saw, and I thought of Forrester because he's done a lot of travel ball in his time, was no doubt after this game, Bryce Harper's dad and Alex Bregman's dad are in the parking lot starting a new travel baseball team because their 2 sons were on the bench today.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm watching this game. I've watched nothing, but I get back from golf and I turn it on, and the Italians are up 3-0. Then it's 5-0. So now I'm in. It gets to be 8-0. And I'm watching. It's 8-0. And here's 7th inning. Bryce Harper's pinch hitting. And I'm like, Bryce Harper's on this team and he's not starting? And then I find out afterwards Alex Bregman's on this team and he doesn't come to the plate. And then I find out that Mark DeRosa didn't know what he was doing.
What I couldn't figure out in all of this is, why do we need to rest guys? Was it the 3rd game they played?
Yeah.
I mean, my God, they're going to play a 162-game season starting next month.
Yeah, I would assume what has happened, and I could be completely wrong, is when you get some of these guys to play, they're like, hey, look, I'll play, but I don't want to play the full freight.
Right. I mean, like we know Scuba was like, I'll give you 1 start and that's it. I'm heading back to spring training after that. That's fine. We knew that was coming, right? And maybe Skeens is the same way. I have no idea. It may not matter. They may all be heading back to spring training soon. But that was like, I saw that this morning. I went to bed with it 4-0 thinking Dunaway has made the greatest call in the history of his life.
I backed off. I bet the Americans last night.
Yes, of course. In Dunaway fashion, you bet against your call and lost. But I went to bed, and I woke up this morning. But I went to bed thinking the same thing. Like, well, surely we're through to the next round. This is a nothing game. And I see this morning that DeRosa has screwed this whole thing up. So I watched the soundbite from the Major League Baseball Network show. First of all, embarrassing.
Yeah.
That he just says, we're on through to the next round and doesn't know.
He says he misspoke now, but
when
you watch it, it's obvious he didn't know what the rules were.
Our ticket is punched, Jim, is the phrase he used.
Yeah.
But secondly, I was like, why are we resting guys? They have played 2 games.
Yep.
They got a 162-game season coming up. They can't play 3 straight games.
Looking at the early odds, the Americans were minus 115 to win the WBC. Dominicans right behind plus 350 and Japan plus 400. Now the Americans have dropped to plus 220. Even with Italy being 3-0, Italy right now is 22-1.
Yeah.
To win the whole thing.
I mean, just start fading them. I'm going to double up my bet the next time they play that they're,
Yeah, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Venezuela, and then the 3 top, Japan, U.S., and Dominican Republic, all have shorter odds right now than Italy.
Did we
hammer Mexico today at Calci promo code TNR.
My first thought when I saw it this morning that it went final is that we sold our soul as a sports nation to the devil to get a gold in hockey.
Right.
And now we've sacrificed the sport we invented.
Yahoo Sports writes this. If Mexico wins on Wednesday while scoring 4 runs or fewer, there will be 20-some American superstars dragging their lazy asses back to spring training.
Yeah. Who's pitching for Mexico today? Do you guys know?
No clue.
I don't know.
I'll
I
see
mean,
if
if you
I
roll
find out.
Fernando Valenzuela out there in 1981, I mean, he could throw a 3-1 complete game and completely ditch the Americans. I don't know if they care, though. You think they care?
Well, it looked like they cared last night. I mean, Aaron Judge is up there as the tying run, and he gets smoked by Greg Weissertz, a bullpen guy from the Boston Red Sox.
Wait a minute. Aaron Nola's starting for Italy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's Aaron Nola for Mexico today.
No, he's going for Italy.
No, he's going for Italy.
Oh, for Italy.
Yeah, he's going for the block eye.
On his mother's side, his grandparents vacationed in Italy in the 1900s.
I mean, his name
Is
ends
Aaron
with a
Nola,
vowel.
is Aaron Nola still a good pitcher? I mean, that guy's been a good pitcher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a good major league pitcher.
I really think they saved their ace for Mexico, thinking that was their path to make it.
Yeah, we got to have this win.
We can beat Great Britain and Brazil. We'll lose to the Americans. If we beat Mexico, we can advance. I think that was their plan.
Now, Forrester, so you tell me, Forrester, you don't have any White Sox good enough to play for the American team, but boy, they killed us last night for the Italians.
I mean, it was like the Birmingham Barons up to the White Sox for the Italians.
2 bombs.
Yeah. And actually, the catcher, right? The catcher.
Kyle Teal.
Yeah.
What's his Italian heritage?
He ate when he was with the Barons at Gianmarco's.
So who is starting, though, from Mexico? Do we
It's
know?
a TBD. It's TBD. We don't have a name yet.
I got to check out the roster.
We got Aaron Nola going for Italians.
I hope their guy eats dinner with Mark DeRosa. I hope he has no idea what's going on today either.
I mean, DeRosa's the most Italian-sounding guy we've mentioned yet.
There's no doubt.
And he's handling the United States.
He may have thrown the game because his grandparents vacation there.
I want to know where his grandparents vacation if he's still in a game.
Yeah, on which side of the street his bread's buttered. That just was crazy last night.